Give me a second. I'm telling all the people. All right, let's try this. Go live. You're not live. Okay. Okay. No one's here yet. That's totally fine. It's just going to be me. I'm going to give it a few minutes. It is still kind of early for Sunday. I'm trying this Instagram thing too. I'm telling you if okay, hang on. More followers to join your video. Okay. Morning. I'm gonna give it a few more minutes. There's 2 people here. Yay. Okay, so quick disclaimer. I am going live on YouTube. I'm also going live on Instagram because people do that. Yeah, so, and forgive me, I've been up since 2 a.m. I went to bed at like 9 p.m., 8:30, 9 p.m. I didn't mean to. I just fell asleep, and then I woke up about 2:30, and I have been productive. I have cleaned and gotten rid of so much crud that's over here. Like it feels good. Like I'm really close on finishing a couple projects. Actually, I have over here. I have a 3D printer that is currently printing the last revision of the Ecto goggles that I was hoping to release last week, but because I went to the Winchester Mansion, and my AC just kicked on. So anyways, yeah, I've been just kind of busy, and I spent some time hanging out with friends, which sometimes you just gotta do. And it was really great to see a lot of friends I just haven't seen lately, just because I've been busy. So yeah, I was going through some things, and I don't know if you can see over here. Oh, this is so janky. All the little pieces of blue tape are gone, which are usually indicate projects that I'm doing. Sorry, this Instagram thing. Anyways, so I had like a bunch of these pieces of blue tape, and one of them it says Lego house. And what that means is I think I put that piece of tape up there at the end of 2017 because of this beast. I swear to God, if I drop this online, I'm going to laugh. But I bought the Firehouse, the Ghostbuster Firehouse Lego set back in 2016. And I have finished all of it but the roof. I kind of did that because I have a friend who has one as well, and he kept teasing me saying that I should finish it, and I'm like, no, I'm gonna finish it on my own darn time. And so yeah, when I was cleaning my house, I found all the pieces that go with the roof. I found the manual, and I was going to go through that, but I might do that. I don't think so, because it's like it's going to be labor intensive, and I don't have the camera set up for that, believe it or not. So we're going to do something different. I have a friend. I've mentioned him a couple times on my YouTube channel. His name is Billy, or Maker Maddox. You can find his channel as one of my suggested channels that I watch. And he, a couple weeks back, had bought this, which is the Brickheads Lego, like, Halloween set or whatever. And I thought it was adorable. So of course I have to, oh, I got it. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this. There's a little duck right here. And I have another friend whose wife likes to collect rubber duckies. Like, genuinely, like, you go into their guest bathroom and it's just full of rubber ducks. Anyways, I think I should get that and like put it together and stick it in the bathroom for, yeah, we'll see. Anyways, I just want to say hello to some people. I want to say hello to Desiree. I want to say hello to Michelle. I know who you are. but anyways, I just wanted just to say hi to everybody. There's 3 people right now on Facebook, not Facebook, but rather YouTube, and I do appreciate that. Instagram, it's Instagram. It's all good. So let's kind of get into this a little bit, but first, let's talk about what's going on. Like I said, I have the final rendition of the Ecto goggles being made, and I had it almost done, but like I'm Monkaboo. I gotta keep messing with it. But yeah, there are like these like little nubby things that well, let me back up. So, and I'm gonna explain a lot more in the video, but long story short, I had to kind of ask permission to use the lenses that I'm using in the build because well, it's rude. It's rude if you download someone's files and you tweak them and then you add them to part of your files or to somebody else's files and then say, hey, I made this thing. It's rude. It's rude if you do that. And so I got permission from the guy who designed them and said, hey, is it cool? Can I do this? And he said yes. And it was like, awesome. So I was able to resize, add it to my files, and then, of course, I printed them out. They look beautiful. I even put a photo of it on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, I don't know what you're doing. But I added those bits and pieces to it, and now, like I said, I printed out the thing. It looked great, and then I was like, dang it, I forgot the little nubbin pieces. So I've added those on there, and that's the final rendition. And once that's done, I can paint it, and I can do the final video. It's always something. Also, the arc reactor, I bought a new tool so I can finalize the plastic enclosure. So that's almost done. Like, things are like stacking up, and they're so close to being done. It's starting to hurt. I don't know if you've ever like made something and you're just like, oh. Yes, I am wearing a Winchester Mystery Mansion shirt. Yep. When I went on vacation with my mom, there was a bunch of shirts, and it was like, which ones do I take home? And I really like this one. Actually, she came up to me and like, hey, I'm thinking about getting this, and I'm like, you can't get that because I want that. And I absolutely hate, like, I don't know how many times my mother and I, we go do something. Yay, thank you, air conditioning. Went to go do something, and we're wearing the exact same outfit. Anyways, so the goggles are going to be done. I'm probably going to finish. Did you stop? No, you're still going. The goggles are I'm going to film that today. The arc reactor, I'll probably finish up during the week. And then hopefully I can release it the following week. Fingers crossed on that one. I will have a Throwback Thursday this coming Thursday, so look out for that. And anything else? Oh, I'm going to be starting like 2 other projects at the same time. Because, you know, Halloween, you got to do things for Halloween. Anyways, speaking about Halloween, you ready? Are we ready? We're not talking about that at all. Not yet. I can talk about a book. So there, I am thinking. I'm working towards a project. And I want to do some book stuff, and I've never really done that before. And it just so happens that there's a his channel is called Muggle Magic. Go check it out. That guy is like hardcore Harry Potter fan that knows how to use Photoshop. Like, genuinely, his channel is amazing. Some of the stuff that he's made, I've already downloaded. It's like, you're on my to-do. I have a blue piece of sticky tape somewhere with that guy's name on it. Like, genuinely, this guy is amazing. It's so amazing that I watched like 2 of his videos, immediately went to his Patreon account and donated money to his his Patreon because amazing work. So anyways, he has a couple books, or they're basically like really thick booklets, but they're books. And I kind of want to take one of his books and actually bookbind it. And for me to do that, I just need to sit down. There is a program called Adobe, I think it's called InDesign. And I want to take his pages and break it up so I can actually have actual signatures, and then they'll be in the right order, and actually put them all together and then bookbind that as a tester for my bigger project later on down the road. So that might happen, that might not happen. You don't know, you never know, but yeah. Anyways, oh no, we're breaking up. Saying it so. Okay, so yeah. So I hope people like Legos, and I hope people like Halloween, because this is pretty much what's going to happen right now. It's going to be as quick as possible while I'm making this bad boy. And if you're interested, I think this thing was like $10 from Lego. So it's Brickheads 40351 if you're interested. No affiliate, I swear. Just if you're interested, I can always put a link down in the show notes afterwards if you're interested. Alrighty. Any questions for me? What should Paige be? Paige is my niece, and she's less than a year old. I don't know. I don't know. Because I'm not going to make her costume. Let's see. I don't know. She's crawling. I don't know. You could do something fun, like find a onesie. A baby Oscar. Baby Oscar. Maybe. I mean, you could probably find a yellow onesie and like make a little ducky sticker and stick it on. Or you can like get a onesie and like put stripes on it, and it could be like, and you can put like a little mustache on her, and she'd be like, you know, a baby that broke out of jail. I don't know. You gotta look at your child. I think according to my mother a million years ago when I was a baby, I think my very first Halloween costume was me wrapped up in some tinfoil. That might explain a few things, but yeah, I don't know, kind of go with that. You know, look around. I mean, this is how I kind of come up with ideas. Yeah, you kind of look around and you just kind of go, how can I take this thing and turn it into something else? So I don't know, look around. Do you have anything old that the baby doesn't really wear, but can maybe wear one more time? I don't know, something like that. Where do you get your ideas? A lot of times just looking around my house. I am very fortunate to be able to have a home where I can display some items. And I like to put up things that inspire me in some form or fashion. Usually it's, I don't know if I can do this. Usually it's this whole wall that is like the biggest inspiration. Like I wake up, I come out of my little area over there, and I just kind of look out, and just sometimes it's just, yes, I do. I have like a list of like a bunch of projects that I've been wanting to do on and off for years, but also I just kind of like look and kind of get inspired. Actually, a lot of times I get inspired just by talking to friends. I hang out with nerdy people, and I love them. I love all of them. And sometimes they will say something that makes you go, and then I will spend silly amount of time on like Pinterest or replica platforms or what have you, and just go, I think I could do that. Like, heck, I have a friend who is like an artist, and he's actually sketched out like futuristic Ghostbuster equipment. And I like looked at those drawings, and I'm like, dude, I can see it in my head. I can imagine holding these items. I totally and completely want to make these. It's just finding the time. And sometimes I need to build the equipment to make the things that I need to make. And sometimes that's just, even more fun. So yeah, I like to challenge myself. I like to get my hands dirty, and if I can make it cool, even better. Uh, uh, you're thinking, you're thinking a baby predator. Okay, very dangerous. All I can say is if you're actually truly going to do that, it's going to take a lot of foam, and foam doesn't breathe very well. Just a little heads up, it doesn't breathe very well. So if you are going to put it on, I would recommend maybe doing like spot foam pieces. Little pieces that can be easily removed if she gets a little too hot, or put it on. If you're an adult, you can always like install fans and stuff like that. But this is a baby, and you don't want like fast propeller-like items coming anywhere near cute little baby fingers. So just kind of keep that in mind. What is my favorite place to buy Halloween decorations? Ooh, besides making them myself? Either Spirit Halloween. Yeah, pretty much Spirit Halloween is probably my go-to if I have to go buy something. Some of my favorite Halloween item, like props or like front yard stuff. Get your hands dirty and just kind of find stuff that's laying around, because it's way more fun when you don't have to spend the money to make something look old. If you find, if you already have something old laying around, you just go use that. I don't know. Dollar stores is a really great place to kind of get things for Halloween. When it comes to like certain things, one of the coolest, I don't want to call it a pastime because it makes me sound weird, but if you have an idea of what you want to make and you go around, and for me, it's a little bit of a game, because you're looking at something going, how can I turn this object into the thing I want to make? So you're just looking at shapes at one point, and then you just, in your mind, you're like, okay, if I buy, this, and I use a Pringles can, and I do a little bit of duct tape work, and then hit it with a really cool paint job, maybe throw some LEDs into it, and boom, you got like this cool rocket launcher. You just, I don't know, just kind of play around and look around, and hopefully, oh yeah, Michelle's a great suggestion. Goodwill's really good. Actually, it's actually kind of dangerous when I go into antique stores, because okay, so when I went on vacation, my mother and I, we actually went to a couple antique stores, and she caught me. I was like standing there in front of this bin, and I was searching through them, and she was like, "What are you doing?" And I was searching through these bins of these amazing, really cool Art Deco like faceplates for like door handles, and I was taking pictures of them. And she was like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, I want to 3D model some of these, and I don't want to spend the $10 for this, antique brass, whatever. I want to like make that and, antique it myself. So I'm weird. I am super weird. I don't want to spend a ton of money, but I have so much fun making things that honestly, to me, it's not worth it. I mean, I talked about that the last live cast that I did, that there are times where I will look at something and I'm like, I want to make that, but I'd be darned that I'm going to spend like $15 on that. But I'll end up spending like $30, $40 to make the exact same thing. But I've learned things, I design things, and I like a lot of like for the goggles. I designed a lot of the stuff for the goggles, and I'm going to give it out the files out for free. So I kind of like I like learning and I like sharing. So I don't know. I'm weird. I'm weird like that. Are you going to build that thing? You're talking about this thing? Yes. So got some you guys have great questions, and I talk with my hands, so it's really hard. It's really difficult. But other than that, how's everybody doing this Sunday morning? Again, I went to bed. If you're just joining, I went to bed at like 8:30, 9 o'clock last night, and then I woke up at 2 a.m. this morning, and I cleaned my house. Like, I did dishes, I got laundry going on. Like, clean. Like it's a heck of a lot. I threw away so many things. Like not bad things, just like boxes and miscellaneous things. And I found things. So yeah, I've been working. Do I have any plans for Halloween? Not really. It kind of stinks as an adult that Halloween lands in the middle of the week. So I don't have any plans to actually like go and party and do anything like that. But I don't know. I have some younger siblings who have children, and I don't know. Maybe I might get invited to tag along on that. Maybe I might go and convince myself to go see a scary movie, even though I don't like to do that. I don't know. Kind of depends on a couple other little things. So yeah, we'll see. See, Desiree is resting so I can go to work tomorrow, print shirts without being in pain. Why are you in pain? What did you do? What did you do, Ray? All right. So let's get going with this bad boy. What the heck? So I got to show you these instructions just because, yeah. All right. So I don't know if you can see that. So you got the guy who dumps it out, and then he does like a mental thing, and then he puts them in different piles. It's just this picture. That's me on so many levels. Like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? I worked is what I did. Okay. All right. So I'm probably gonna go up to 30 minutes. We're at 22. And so if anybody has any other questions, concerns, worries, ask away. Let's see, what else? Let's see, I talked about, I'm still working on the ghost trap. I'm still working on the spirit hack and the real Ghostbuster wand. I definitely want to do that. Maybe the the real Ghostbuster pack is not probably going to be a priority, just simply because of time. But it's definitely on the to do. I have a friend. His name is Martin. He designs all the amazing things. And Martin, he shared, and I'll put a link down below to his Facebook page. But he shared a photo of he had modeled the wand from the real not the real Ghostbuster, sorry, the Ghostbuster video game. He modeled that wand that is at the very end of the game, where it's a slime thrower, it's a wand, it's crazy. It looks like something from what the hell? It's just this big massive thing, and it had like these actual vacuum tubes attached to it, and it's like, oh, I want that so bad. And yeah, so sometimes you get inspired by friends who are just super inspiring. So yeah, now I really want to make that wand, even though I have plans. So it's just another piece of blue painter's tape on my wall. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Is it expensive to make figurines using a 3D printer? It can be, but not really. There's a lot of really great. This is a really good time to kind of get in 3D printing. And what I mean by that is, so there's really kind of like I'm sure there's probably multiple ways of 3D printing something, but there are two ways right now that are available for consumers. And so I have these, and basically it's just a filament. So it's like a hot glue gun. You got plastic coming through, and there's a program that, tells where the hot glue to kind of spew out, and boom, you got a design. There's this other type which deals with resin. Now, those machines that used to be super expensive are coming down in price at a dramatic level. This printer costs like I'm going to say like $250. Of course, each roll of filament that I buy is about 20 bucks, especially from Matter Hackers, which is what I use, and an affiliate link will be listed down below. Yeah, so I I like using that. I typically use PLA. I'm looking into moving on into a PETG, which is a whole nother thing. And I'm not trying to throw out crazy terms to lose you, but basically you have something that is pretty, pretty tested. But the one downside, if you will, is sometimes you get these print lines. Depending on the quality of your printer and the quality of your slicer, which is a program that kind of breaks down the model and figures out where the hot plastic goes. That setup has been tried and tested, and you can get like an inexpensive 3D printer and print things. It might, to get started, like this whole package right here, to get started, maybe $275. You can definitely buy cheaper printers, but keep in mind, cheaper printers, you start to lose quality. You can get amazing quality with that type of printer. But then there are the resin printers. Now, the resin printers are coming down in price, especially the Elgro Mars. If you Google it, it'll come up. It's very, very popular. Right now, a lot of the makers on YouTube are talking about it. It's amazing because like a little light source from, and she's done. There's like a light source on the bottom of this pool of resin. So you have this plate that goes up and down, up and down, up and down. And every time it goes down, there's like a burst of light, which then solidifies the resin. So it kind of builds up over time. And what's really, really cool is when it comes out, you don't see any build lines. It's like, it's smooth, like buttery on some toast sourdough, buttery smooth. Like, it is amazing. And there's a couple of really cool things. Downside, you have to clean it, you have to cure the resin and whatnot. So there's extra steps to it, but the quality is amazing. Problem is, you can only print only so big of a piece. With these types of printers over here, yeah, you can build however big your print bed is, and more money, bigger the print bed, that kind of thing. With resin printers, again, bigger the print bed, more expensive it is, but it's like the quality on the resin pieces are amazing. Like, a lot of people actually have that setup now because they either play Dungeons and Dragons or some sort of game. What's another thing called? It's like Dungeons and Dragons and Magic, and there's a lot of amazing websites out there that people design just stunning statues. Game Joy or something like that. I'll put a link down below to one of the ones that recently. It's the same website that I had, like the clown it. And the point is, resin is about the same price now as the filament 3D printers. Different quality, different. I don't know. There's a lot of differences between the two. So it really comes down to what you want to build, what you want to make, and how much time you want to invest. So I think I over talked about that one a little bit, but there. Trust me, I can go on and on and on about 3D printers, but they're pretty amazing. Let's see here. Are there any movies coming out you want to see? There's a lot of different movies, but I'm drawing a freaking blank right now. I definitely want to go see Zombieland 2. I freaking loved the first one. I think I did a double fist pump in the air when they announced the second one was going to be made. Let's see, what else? There's a lot. Okay, so there's a lot of films that are coming out in November that are very Oscar worthy that I definitely want to go see. Ooh. trying to think. I'm going to go see Star Wars because you gotta. I like the first one of this trilogy, this recent trilogy. I like the first one. I didn't like the second one so much. I'm hoping that J.J. Abrams will bring it out so like that last one will be freaking epic. What is that tub you're drinking from? This beast? Oh. Okay, so there is this thing called Wild and Bill's, the oldie, the oldie fashioned soda pop company. So when you go to Phoenix, in this case, I went to Phoenix Fan Fusion this past May, and there's like these cool, like old Western, old timey kind of like carts or whatever, and you spend like I don't know, I think this cost me like 15, 20 bucks, but I got it in the beginning of the weekend and it lasted me basically you pay for the mug and then you go to these like wagons throughout the day and you can refill on whatever sodas they have available on tap. They had a sarsaparilla that was delish. Like seriously, really, really, really good. They fill you up with ice and you just kind of, and this one I really, really like because it has like a copper to it. And I was going to make, like, I bought this and I'm like, oh, I'm totally going to make this into like the epic, most pen corral thing. But yeah, no, I've come to find out those Wild Bill places show up at other things. And if you have one of the mugs, you can like spend, I think it's like $5 and you can get endless soda. Mind you, you don't have to, but it was cool and convenient. And honestly, when I come home from work, I fill this thing up and I drink maybe one or two of them before bed. So it encourages me to drink my fluids. Yes, tabletop games with the 3D printer. Buffalo Bills, yes. Sarsaparilla, yes, the sarsaparilla was really good. All right, I did say that I was only going to stay on for like 30 minutes. It is now 32 minutes, and I haven't built any of my Legos. Well, you know, I will probably finish this up, and I'll upload video footage later, and I think I am not going to finish this roof of this Ghostbuster Firehouse, so, oh well. Anyways, thank you very much for all coming out and chit-chatting with me. And hi, Jessica on Instagram. But yeah, thank you very much for coming out and hanging out with me. And again, I don't like to do these videos too often, but I just felt that I promise you guys that I try to release one video a week. And because of a couple of like little hiccups in the road, I haven't been able to produce anything of a build video quality. So I just kind of want to touch base with you guys. I want to have a conversation. I want to reach out to everybody here and just say that I appreciate all of you. I enjoy all the comments, whether it's good or bad. I'm hoping that in the next few weeks that just videos are just going to be popping out just because I have a backlog, if you will. So I'm super, super looking forward to releasing some of these videos just to get them done. You know, I'm so close. Again, it's starting to hurt that they're so close to being done and they're not done yet. All right. With that being said, boys and girls, I love you all. Talk to you later and have a good Sunday. And in stream. I like this.